Hello everyone, it's the next day now. We've got the hay rake all hooked up to the case 970 now. There's a bit of a wriggle getting out of that shed, but that's alright, and we've just topped this up with diesel. So we should be all ready to head out this morning. And as I said last episode, we are going to be doing all of this for wrapped bale silage, so no need to worry about letting it dry too much or anything, and we're certainly not going to be tedding it. So we'll get going and just row this all up and see if we can get it baled this episode. Maybe even wrapped, I'm not sure. And probably best to come in off the road a bit. Get this all unfolded. And once again, I can't really remember what work speed we go at. But we'll get this lowered down. We push past 9 miles an hour. No. So again, like with planting, high third seems to be a good choice. And this job shouldn't take very long at all, so we'll do this and then unhook the white from the disc vine, put it on the baler, and get everything sorted. Now in the last episode, I was more panicked off camera, but I was watching the contracts quite carefully because I was worried that the crop calendar changes we'd made had broken the contract system basically, and it doesn't seem like it's completely broken, at least because we have grass contracts now available, but I haven't seen anything that's not sort of cutting and baling a grass field appear. And I even went and played with, well, just refreshing the contracts basically to see whether it changed, and didn't seem to at all, which worries me a little bit, but I'm sure we'll survive one way or another, even if we, well, worst case scenario, we just only do grass contracts, which gets a bit tedious for me, but we're going to be showing so much grass work anyway that I'll just do it all off camera, and all you see maybe is a bit of setup and then the money coming in. So that'll be alright, but one way or another we'll get through it. Now, I think we do a second headland, just because the steering angle on this, as you saw from the video of us planting, really isn't very good at all. Otherwise I really like the tractor. The gears are great, it's got good power for the size and does a lot of jobs for us, but it's just that lack of, and yeah, don't know, like a combination of not steering, not having the same lock as the white, and also the white sensitivity is almost turned up in the mod, so going from that one to this one, and these were our original 2 tractors along with the little Model A, going from one to the other feels like quite a difference. I assume in real life this the K70 series would have come with power steering. I'm not sure, to be honest. And we're going to have to negotiate this tether for the pole so we don't knock it down. There we go, perfect. Some years have been better than others with my my negotiation of it. There we are. So yeah, we'll do basically the fields the same order as before, just rowing everything up, and then, well, I guess you don't really need to see it all, it's quite repetitive, so we'll maybe jump forward to where we're nearer the end. Okay, so we're just coming up to the end here, finishing our first field outside the farm, and then we'll move on up to the little top field. Get this all folded up. And yeah, the work width and power requirement is nice enough on this, so again, I think all our hay equipment's in a really good place where we don't need to upgrade it for years and years. It's mainly the planting and tillage stuff, but I'll catch you up there. Okay, we've got to the little field here, so I can unfold. And I keep saying it, but we do have to remember that there's that bale down in the trees by the creek there, so that will have to come out and just be sold for whatever the biogas wants to pay for it, because it will be no good for animal feed after half a year of sitting in a ditch. And again, this slightly low res being part of the border of the map basically that we just ploughed in. It does the job. They're neat enough looking edges that you can't really tell unless you focus too hard. Okay, so we've got some slightly odd rows here, but nothing too bad really. And now we'll just catch those lower ones. And other than lights and work lights, effectively this tractor's got no indicators, no brake lights, so I'm not even sure whether it would legally be allowed on the road, but at least it's the middle of the day, so visibility isn't an issue. Our little farm's looking quite nice, I think. Got all the garden bit here. Don't know if you can see, but we did get a couple of pallets of stuff over there. So we'll have to sell that later today or tomorrow probably. Try to keep the fresh part of our fresh produce enterprise truthful. Don't want to be selling sort of 2-3 week old stuff. And then, I mean, either we'll have to take some grass contracts off camera, or other ones will open up. Or I guess another option is we could go back to forestry. Either way, it will be a quiet couple days towards the end of the year until it's time to plant beans. And here we are at the last 2 fields. I might honestly think about starting rowing up from that corner. Just that might make it a little bit easier because it's a tight spot. And then I've just noticed on the weather forecast that we're going to be getting rain a bit later on. So I'm glad we got out and did this early, even if the grass was a bit wetter initially. By 9:30 now it should have all dried up anyway. But let's spin this around and see if we can get that entire corner. In one pass, I'm not sure we will. No, we can do this bit at least. There we go. Start from there. That bit might just have to be left till the end or caught with the baler, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think starting from this corner really helped us. It's not quite wide enough to get us out of that same annoying spot. And this windrower combined with the shallow turning circle doesn't help, because it's, I'm not sure why it can't just go straight onto the drawbar and it's instead on the 3-point link there, but maybe that's recommended practice or something, I don't know. But it does make it lock up a bit easier, annoyingly. Although I guess really if it's locking up, then it's probably too tight to get a baler around comfortably anyway. Okay, that'll do. On to the last field. Actually, I might just neaten this up into a slightly narrower row, and because we've always rowed up, I haven't actually seen what the pickup width is on our baler. No, I'll catch you once we're all finished. Actually, this field's so small, I'm not sure there's much point in me saying that. We'll just bang it all out now. Right, yeah, that didn't take too long at all. And baling should be nice and easy as well. And I'm not quite sure what time the rain's expected, but we'll whip back to the yard very quickly and get changed over, and I'll catch you once we're ready to head out with the white and the baler. Okay, we've just got the white all hooked up to the baler, which we shamefully didn't wash the last time we put it away, but I think it should be mostly fine. We ran some soybean straw through it the last time, so that'll be better than leaving it full of like soggy grass. So we'll get it out of its winter storage in the pig shed. We just left the disc vine there for now. We'll pop it away later, but even with the rain forecast, that shouldn't be too bad. And we got the case just up there to one side. Now we do still have some straw left in the baler, but the game converts it all to grass and just be some slightly strange silage, I guess, in real life. But just one bale, so that's fine. And now, as per usual, I can't remember what gear we usually use for this. We'll start in 5th and go from there. And we've got auto drop turned on, but we'll still probably be missing bits. There we go, it's immediately switched to conditioned grass. And we'll be pumping the bales out quite quick. And as I said, we've missed the first stop already. We did reset our bale counter down there. So out of those two numbers, the left one is our session that you can manually reset, so that first bale has just been counted. And then the one on the right is the total number of bales since we've owned it. So 330, and most of them are probably grass, but some of them were contract bales. They haven't all been ours, so we'd be a bit richer if they were. Anyway, this is going to be a fairly long, and it's not my favourite task. I quite like it, but the stopping and starting isn't so fun, especially if you get at all distracted and forget. Anyway, we'll see how we negotiate this twisty bit, and then I'll get on with it and catch you guys at the end of this field, and we'll see how many bales we get. Okay, just coming up to the last couple rows of this field, and we've missed a few patches, but again, I used to be really picky about that, but they'll all get baled into our next cut anyway, so it's not the end of the world. The tricky bit around the hole isn't worth worrying about, really. I hate how it fills up to 100% and then you need to go just slightly further. And we switched it to over third on the gearbox rather than D5. I think that's our best ratio for power, and then we can just drop down to D for the more difficult bits. So we'll head up to the top field. Okay, here we are. And yeah, like with the rowing up and everything, it's really not taking a long time at all, so we'll be done in no time. Let's just this pick up off the road. There we go. We can spin up and away we go. Oh, one more thing I'll check. 10 bales in that first couple fields, or first field. So we can do our maths from there. We'll keep the bale count until the end of the entire cut. But 10 in... Luckily it's got quite a good thing to actually push the bale on this one. But as I was saying, we'll keep it rolling over, but I reckon, not including the rotten one down in the ditch, we'll get maybe 6 bales on out of this, 5 or 6. And again, I'm not concentrating. I think I'll just shut up and get on with it. Okay. And yeah, 5 bales it looks like. I don't think we'll be able to squeeze another one out. So usually we just end up taking the trailer up here and skid steer on it as well, and then the skid steer and the bales both fit. Although sometimes we take the 40-20. It's a short drive either way. Just get this last big patch and that'll do us. On to the last couple. Okay, so we finished this little field here. Got 4 bales out of that, which is about average. And just finished up the first headland on this field. Really annoyingly, one of the bales did pop out right in that far corner, but that was all negotiated alright. And now we might tidy up a bit of the stuff around here, as it's sort of on our turning loop anyway, but hopefully we won't pop another bale out up here. No, that's alright. So we'll spin this round now. Got a couple rows left, is it? And then we'll take the total count, and I think we'll leave this video here, and then the next one will be all the gathering and wrapping. And yeah, as you probably saw just there, I'm still not great with the remembering to stop when the baler fills up. I blame that partly on the fact that I have the game audio really low, much lower than you can hear it. So maybe I should tweak that, but it helps off camera for watching YouTube videos on the other monitor and stuff, so we'll see. Just need to pay more attention basically though, whatever way you phrase it. So we'll drop this off at the yard, but we'll do that all off camera, so I'll see all of you when we're ready to go pick all these up. Okay, so I thought we were done for the day, but I remembered I did promise we'd have a look at the total bale count, so we just brought this back, parked it up, ready for washing later, although we'll get cracking on with wrapping while it's still light. But we get the bale count up. You see there it's 23 for the total of the top, middle and lower fields that we've done. So that's not bad, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Cheers.